Kathleen and this is Kurt. We are from Meeple Mountain, and today we are going to be doing a playthrough of Honey Buzz, a worker bee placement game. This is just a playthrough video, so if you want to know our thoughts or get a good overview of how to play the game, you can check out the written review that's either already up on the site or will be later. But Kurt's going to give a quick overview of what we're doing just so you're not confused.
It'll be really quick. This is a worker placement game, but it's also a tile placement game, and it all kind of goes together in an interesting way. Really briefly, every turn we're going to be playing one or more of our worker beeples, placing it onto one of the spaces on this board. When we do that, we get one of these double hexagon tokens, and we'll add it to our individual player boards, which will grow as we'll go along. Every time you place a double hexagon, which completes a hexagon of hexagons with one space visible open in the middle, you get to perform all the actions of the icons shown on the circle. So that's when you actually do things. That's when you actually do things. You only take the tile and place it when you do your turn. The only other thing that I'll say before we just jump into things is that ultimately we are trying to make honey, which we are going to be either selling at the market or using in contracts, both of which gets us points. Most points wins. I believe you are first player, Kathleen?
Yes, and I realized that we forgot one step of our setup to choose where our foraging bees go, so I'm going to start mine there. You can pick a spot for yours.
Okay.
So with my starting worker bee, I am going to get a tile that allows me to make new bees, and I'm placing it in such a way that it forms a hexagon with a shape open for cherry blossom nectar. So I will forage, and since I've landed on this cherry blossom here and I have a space for it, I can put it in my little spot. Another action that I'm going to do is to take one of my bees and put it in the nursery for when I retrieve my workers. That's second action here. I'm going to produce honey, put that on my nectar, and then I get a decree action, or a free action, wild action I mean, and I haven't decided what I'm going to do with that yet. Also, I'll put another bee in the nursery. All right, on to you.
Cool. I also have my worker beeple, and have to choose one of these tiles to take. This is me procrastinating because I haven't decided yet. I think I'm going to grab this foraging tile over here and then place it like so in my existing structure. I have not completed one of these hexagons, so I don't get to do anything else, and it's back to Kathleen's turn.
Okay, so I have used all of my available bees, so I will retrieve them. And when retrieving your bee, you're allowed to take a forage action, so I will go here. Since I don't have any spot for that nectar, I get to take a pollen, which I can sell at the market someday.
Someday.
On to you.
It's good to have dreams.
Yeah.
I'm out of bees as well, so I take my single bee back, place it in my supply, and I also get to take a move over here. I'll move on to this spot and take a pollen, since I can't actually take the tile itself. Back to you.
Yes. I'm going to take my worker bee, and I'm sending it to the spot that gives me a forage tile, and I'm going to close the circle here. That's going to allow me to move one space to forage. I'll do that, and luckily this wildflower nectar is exactly what I need to fill that hexagon spot. So I've done my foraging action. I have a nursery action, so I'll send another one of my not yet accessible bees to the nursery. And then I get that wild again. So let's take a look at what we have over here.
I can hear the cat becoming one with cardboard in the entranceway.
Yeah, I know. Thought about like going up to get it, but I am just gonna take $5, which is the accounting action.
Okay, cool. I've got my B back, so I'm gonna send it onto the board. This time, I want to. You know what? I think I'm going to be revisiting this spot a couple of times, so I'm going to grab this decree option. That will cost me $5 for the privilege of doing so. Is there a word for the currency in this game? Is it just points?
I think it's points. Might be dollars. I don't remember.
Okay. I'm going to place it down here. I have completed one of these little honeycombs. So I resolve all 4 actions around one of them. We've already seen it is going to get a new B in the future. One of them is a forage, so I'm going to take my B, move them 1 space orthogonally. In this case, I want this tile. Nope. That's not what I want. I mean, would be nice, but what I have to take is one of these, which is what I'm already standing on, so I'm just going to jump 1 and then jump another. The second step costs me $2, and then I will take this tile. The other tile didn't fit into my configuration. It has to do with where the borders are located on the tiles, but never mind that. This fits in just fine, and I am going to profit from it immediately by taking a produce action with one of my 2 wilds, the decrees that I have here. The produce action means that I get to make something. There's only 1 honey on my board right now. I'm going to make some there. And then I am going to resolve my last decree action, which I will do by, let's get another B.
Seems like a good early game strategy. Alright, so I'm taking a B and I'm going to get an order tile or market tile. I'm not 100% sure what they're called, but it lets me go to the market. I am placing it here, closing off this area. So I'm going to take a forage action because luckily I am right next to the rosemary that I need to fit this spot. So that goes in there. And I'm also going to produce. If this spot were empty, I get to produce on all 3 adjacent spots. However, it already has honey and it can only hold 1. So I just produce for the wildflower and rosemary. My last action is to go to the market. I have a plan.
Is that the plan?
That must be the plan. Alright, so I'll take this card that is worth 7 points at the end of the game, and I'll trade in the appropriate honey. Now I can do another market action because that was at the bottom of the card that I took. I will just sell this honey, sure. Oh, actually, pollen is worth more than this honey, so I'm going to sell a single pollen. And since something's been sold, it moves down 1 step, so next person to sell it will only get $5 per pollen instead of 6. Would have been better if I had more, but eh.
Okay, I'm not thrilled that you already have 3 completed spots over there, but we're gonna just move past it. I think my next move here is going to be... Oh, I have no choice. I must withdraw my Bs. So I will take them, move 1 spot on the board. We will go here, it seems. And then collect a pollen. Your turn.
Ooh, I'm going to take a money spot. Money. Your turn.
dear. Okay. Oh no. You're gonna finish. There's 3 goals which are scored during the game, and at the end of the game. There's 3 goals which provide scoring opportunities, and one of them is collect all 4 kinds of nectar.
The first to do it gets the points.
20 of them.
It's gonna be me.
Sure is. I got 1. She's about to have 4 next turn.
Yeah.
I know comparison is the thief of joy, but she's kicking my butt, folks. Let's... I don't know. Psyching myself out. Let's deploy to the newbie space. Retrieve such a token. Place it down here. And with that, I'm going to take a forage action first. I'll go here and then pay 2 to end up back on the same spot because planning. Gonna grab this little bean of wildflower honey. Yep. Place it down here. And then I also resolve the newbie action, as well as the he does whatever he wants action. And in this case, whatever I want. Maybe I should sell some pollen. How much pollen do you have over there? None?
No pollen.
No pollen. I'm going to take $5 as my wild. Your turn. Oh.
Okay. I am retrieving my bees because that's my option since I'm all out of worker bees. And I will take my 1 free movement and get a beautiful looking pollen, which are different colors for no reason. They are all the same, unlike the honey, which actually matters. Looks like delicious little gummy candies.
Like way too delicious. I'm sure I'll eat one and mostly regret it someday. Okay. Let's do the market spot. I'm going to deploy it down here. And then this means that I get one of the Sakura honeys. Nope, that happens in a minute. First I have to resolve these. I'm going to resolve my wild as a move, and then move 2 spaces. I am bleeding money here, which is not great because it's also points. Taking this token, placing it in its little niche. And then I'll also resolve the production spot. The production action, excuse me. You get to deploy this in any spot on your player board, and all touching nectar sites make honey. Place one there, one here. Then I have a market action as well. And I happen to have the right cocktail.
Beat me to it.
That's good. Maybe I'll beat you to something. Let's see. Place one here, place one there. Grab this card. So that's 8 points at the end of the game. I get to resolve another market action, and I think in this case I'm just going to get rid of some pollen for $10. Points, they're the same thing in this game. In case you're wondering why I'm so pessimistic about my chances here, our last game was 165 to 102 in Kathleen's favor. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll have a come from behind victory.
Yeah, maybe. I'm gonna go to the produce tile. Gonna tuck that in there nicely. Take a forage action to get myself the last type of nectar, which gives me 20 points. And also, I'll do the other things. So I'll produce. I'm gonna take my little production fan, put it there. Produce on the adjacent nectar tiles. And I get $5. That's always nice. I get to put a bee in the nursery. And wild, I was gonna go to market because I had a beautiful thing. Can you flip out that last card?
Is it the last card?
On that pile, yeah. But we need to run out of 2 piles, so we're not there yet.
For the game to end.
Yeah. I will take this bad boy for 7 points, and the action below that is to forage. So, interesting. I have not made a plan past that. Okay, so let's say, let's move this way, and I will get a pollen for that. Yep, that was my turn. Your turn now.
Cool. So it has just become apparent to me that maybe I shouldn't even bother trying to get the most difficult type of honey, because I'm not going to get a 20-point bonus for it. And it's only in 2 of the 3 contracts. That's all.
Only
2 of the 3. So, using that dubious logic, I am going to... Let's deploy a bee over here. You know what? No. I want the $5. I want them. I want the $5. So what I'm going to do is place this down here, like so.
I went the wrong way.
Like strategically?
Yeah. I should have gone up and I went down. That's okay.
Alright. Where was I? Right, resolving the actions. No, that's okay. I'm fine with your interlude of regret. Okay, so I have formed this, so I have to take the actions around it. The first one's pretty easy. I just get $5 over points. Next one here is a new bee will be available for me when I take back my bees. I'll take a forage action here, moving my bee 1 space. Let's call it south to get this honey spot, which I have the right spot for in my lattice. And doing so means I probably also want to produce there. So what I'm going to do is use my final action, the decrease spot here. It's a wild. I'm going to use it as a production trigger. So I will place this production marker up here, which activates both of these spaces and gets me a cute little starburst of rosemary honey in those spots. Now that Kathleen has checked my work.
No, I couldn't see that it was a pollen on the final work there. I had a plan.
You know, I said that our first game was 165 to 102, but our first game was actually, I didn't know what was happening, and we had to start it all over again after I broke all the rules.
I have done my very quick turn.
What was it?
I placed this here.
Sure did. I'm out of bees, which means my turn must be retrieving mine.
Nice.
This does move me 1 space on the board over here, and I think I am going to move... Let's go. I didn't plan that far ahead, but I don't want all this garbage, so I should go... Let's just advance towards Kathleen. Let's just do that. Hello.
Okay, so I want another produce. Since there's already 1 bee there, it's my bee. I need to make a bigger bee line. Shoo! 2 bees to do this action. I'm taking myself a produce tile and going like that, and I'm gonna forage. Bam! I don't want that, so I'm taking a pollen. And then I'm gonna forage again. Do want that because it fits in here. And then I'm gonna do my produce action, which was
You got some choices.
Yeah, except for I thought I was making a star-shaped one. My choices are wrong. I guess then. I will just produce where it is most profitable to do so. In
Diverse options.
this spot, and then I get to go to the market. Oh, I got a ton of pollen. Only $4 each. That'd be 12. Or I could sell 2 cherry blossoms at $6 each for 12. And I have no round boy, so also known as Akasai. Yeah.
I don't know. It's not acai like the berry.
I know.
Acacia?
Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, so I'm gonna just mistakes. I'm just gonna sell those 2 for 12. It only moves down 1, even though I sold 2. Okay, your turn.
Anytime you sell something in the marker will move down 1 spot. That is when you sell things for points rather than fulfilling a contract. Okay, right, my turn. And I did know what I was going to do. Did I? Is that a big secret lie?
I thought I did, but I was wrong. So
Well, that's
you
true.
too could be wrong.
Okay. That'll work. Let's get another $5 action to add to my growing collection. What I'm going to do with this is, having formed the outside, I have to go through the actions. I have a forage action. So I will move 1, and then I'm going to pay $4 to move 2 additional spaces, which gets me this token, which fits nicely in this spot here. I actually have to pay it, not just tell the world that I'm going to pay it. Also known as the billionaire tax strategy. Then I am going to resolve the rest of my actions. $5 from this space here. I produce with this space here, and I'll just take 2 of the cherry. Yeah. We'll just take 2 of the cherry blossoms. We'll say that I placed it here. Oh, hold on a second. I could have resolved it such that I produce second, which I'm going to do because I can use my decree space here to go to market, getting this objective or order card.
Order, I believe, yeah.
Great. Fulfilling this order, which is worth 7 points, using up 2 of these tokens, which means that now when I place my production token here, I'm actually going to receive both of these as well as this wildflower rosemary honey, sorry, that I had just used up. Nice. Oh. That's my turn, so play passes to Kathleen.
Yeah. That's me. Ooh, there's a spot that can be closed. Nice. Okay. It's gonna be 1 forage action. And I want it to produce. So that's what I'll put down. No, never mind. I'm taking my bees back. Here they come. Do 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 do. Oh. No, it's not going to be a forage action away. And I'll get pollen. Alright. Your turn.
Well, let's see what the order that I didn't flip up is. Oh no. They all need the kind of thing that I don't have.
Nice.
Which, if you'll picture a flashback here earlier, I said maybe I just won't get any of those and will never need them.
That'd be nice.
Wouldn't it? You aren't in a position to do that right now, but you might be soon. Should I hedge my bets? I don't know. Maybe not, honestly. Maybe I should just... Oh no. Okay. Alright, okay, it's fine. I am going to deploy a B. We're just going to double down on this making money directly business over here. Like so. That's what quote-unquote we are going to do. Back to you, Kathleen.
Back to me. I had a plan. It's not so good anymore because I moved away from my plan. But do I still want to do my plan?
Have you never paid money to move before?
I have, but I don't like to because money is points.
Money is points.
See, I'd rather close off this circle. Oh, I see. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh.
Don't worry, we'll use the magic of editing.
Doing it! Closing up this little area. Kapow. Paying $2 to move an extra spot. Gross. Filling that in there, and I get to produce. And I need one of those so undesirable round honeys. So I will produce in that spot. And those were my actions, because I had a little hexagon.
Okay. I'm gonna close up my lucrative hexagon over here. I think that's the dream, and I'm gonna make it come true.
Nice.
But what will I close it with? A world of wonders. A whole world, y'all. Let's get a forage over here. Place it like so. I've closed another hexagon of hexagons, which means I get to fill it in using my forage action by going here. Convenient. And then I have 2 gain money actions, so that adds up to 10 points. And we're gonna pass the ball back to Kathleen.
Nice. I know what I'm going to do. Don't I sound so sure? I actually do though. I'm going here. Placing this guy in for... That's the same as that one. There's no more of those left. Poop. Well... I knew what I was gonna do. I think I'm still gonna do that. That's dumb. Yeah, let's just go here. Okay, so I do that. I get to produce only once, not twice. First I get to go to market, which I'm gonna do first. take the one that's worth the least points when I have literally every option? Hold on. Okay, so I'll take the one that's worth the most points instead. That's this one. Oh, right, because I wanted to produce again. Oh, but foraging is good. Okay, so we'll do this. And that requires these 3. I've done that. That's here. Next, I want $5. And then, right. I forgot to forage when I did that. Hold on. Here I go. Okay. And then I was producing. Let's produce here so I can get another one of those circly boys.
Earthquake.
I know. Okay. You know.
Me now?
You know.
Me now. Okay. Let's find out what that order was. Haha. Great news for me. It's not something with a circle.
But it's also not something you can make. Oh, it is.
I
Okay.
can. I just need a little time.
Okay.
So, okay, I'm gonna deploy my bee to the only spot left that I can actually activate with a single bee. So let's make this bee line more clear. It would be over here in the new bee section. I'll take this, place it thusly. I've filled in another hexagon, so I'm gonna get $5 from my $5 generating spot. I get a forage action. There's not a whole lot that I want to do with it right now. I'll move down a spot. I have a new bee spot, the one that, for those paying attention at home, I just got from the stack. Then I have a produce action, which is kind of awkward because I have different options, but either way, I kind of need to do this rosemary honey spot, so I will do that. Doesn't touch anything else, but hey, it's honey.
Yes.
Back to you.
Nice. Two.
Or not two bees.
Boo!
I'll take another market boy.
Okay. Just checking to make sure you can't scoop me. And I don't think that at this moment in time you can. Lucky me. Okay, in that case, oh, it doesn't matter because I ran out of bees. Bees come home.
So maybe I can scoop you.
I don't think you can scoop me.
I don't know what you're trying to do.
This is good news. Taking a pollen.
Let's do
You have so much pollen.
yeah, I know. I need to get to market. Like I might just do a little circle so that I can go to the market.
I'm gonna have to add way more beeps into this recording than I thought I would.
Isn't that an okay word?
What? I don't think so. I don't think we'd be allowed to write it.
Well, that one's going to market. I could just do like a
All the way home.
to market. Okay, yeah, let's whatever. Let's just close that. And then we'll forage. Wow, pollen.
Wow!
And then we'll go to market and we'll sell all of this pollen.
Sell it all.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 4, 24. I'll put a 1 in.
That seems like a lot.
And then move it down 1, please. Back to to you.
Back to me. I don't think I can follow that up, but I do also need to go to market, so. How much nectar do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nectar spaces.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get that one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nectar spaces.
Maybe.
3 orders, 2 orders. You got the 20 from the... Okay. Okay. Alright. I feel like I need the produce token. So I will make a beeline for that spot. Grab it. Place it here. You know, Kurt, there might be wisdom in doing something slightly different.
There might be.
That will suffice for the time being. Kathleen.
Cool. I need to take my bees back. Buzz, buzz.
Buzz, buzz.
Bloop. Your turn.
Okay. 1 bee. 1 bee goes to the forage space. I'm going to place it on my player board like so.
Oh.
And in doing so, okay, I'll take a little forage action and then put a little money behind it. So 1 for free, 2 additional spaces at the cost of 2 points per space. But it does mean that I have another neat little spot over here that I can make cool artisanal honey with and
Nice.
sell it at the farmer's market.
Cool.
Actually, I think thematically they're selling it at like a forest stand.
Yeah.
What's up?
You still going?
Yeah. I haven't done...
I wanted to go.
It's not time. So I'll place this here and make the honey that I'm so rightly owed. And then finally I have a market action. And I notice that you have some stuff that you might want to take to market.
Yes.
Maybe I should do that order instead.
Maybe you should.
I will.
Wow.
Wow. Cool. I can't probably block you on all of them, but I can block you a little bit. So these will go here in a big sloppy pile. I have completed this card, which gets me another produce action. I'm going to do it over here. Let's do it over here. I formally conclude my turn.
Yeah. Now, if I only could remember what I was doing. Oh yeah, $5, $5, $5.
$5, $5, $5.
Yep. Your turn now.
Hey, that's neat. I like turns. Crickets. What am I gonna do? Oh, I see an opportunity.
Good song.
Thanks. I'm very talented.
I know.
I think I want $5, $5, $5 is the thing.
Pay 2 bees in your beeline.
I don't. I changed my mind.
Oh,
I want a little market action over here. I'm gonna place this down here. I have a forage action first, which I'm gonna use to send my bee 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. First is free, and then I pay $6 to shuttle him up there. Her up there? What do drones actually do in the colony?
I don't know. I thought only the queen bee was a lady, and they killed the rest of the young or ate them.
I
I
feel like
don't know.
in my brain, the
Or
lady
maybe
bees
all
do...
of the bees are ladies, and the male bees only are there to serve the queen.
I feel like that's true.
I think you might be right, and that's why the solo version has 2 drone bees that get in your way.
That would make thematic sense. I didn't actually do anything.
Cool.
I will take this token, place it in its little home. Lucky me, I might win the nectar race. And I also have to resolve some other things. I have a production space, which I will do now. It's going to go down here. We will get one of these unpronounceable honeys. Maybe I'll dub it over in a computer voice.
Acacia.
And then a market action Oh, sorry. Also this. Market action is my last one that I am taking here, and that is going to be this. What's worth more points? They're both worth points. Oh ho ho ho. Can I
Trigger the end of the game.
let me just do some braining here for a second. This requires one of these.
While Kurt's doing braining, I'll explain why that's important. I have the first player Honey Wand of Magic since I'm first player, and Endgame is triggered if 2 of the order piles run out or if 4 of the 5 resources make it to the bottom. He can't do that one, but maybe he can get 2 orders somehow. There are equal number of turns, so if Kurt triggers Endgame on his turn, I don't get a last turn. But if I trigger Endgame, Kurt will get a last turn, so that's why he's thinking so hard right now.
I appreciate that.
I'll also point out that my beverage is called B Squared, which is actually a coincidence. It's my favorite cider from a local producer, but it seemed appropriate, so there it is.
Nice.
Did you do a turn?
No, well, I'm about to. I can't end the game.
And it is.
Everyone is sad. But I will take this lovely thing over here. It's going to cost me one of these and one of these, along with a pollen. That gets me 8 points, but we do that at the end of the game. And it also gets me another market action, which is great because it means that I might be able to make a couple extra bucks. Noticing that the cherry blossoms are at 5 and the wildflowers are at 5, but there's no cherry blossoms on the market, and who knows, maybe I'll get another chance. I will sell my 2 cherry blossoms and get 10 sweet, sweet points. Oh, Kathleen, it is your turn.
It is my turn. This will be my last turn. So I'll take some thinking time. That would be okay. That would be better, but that's not happening. So that's what we're doing. Okie doke. Okay. Making a big old beeline of 3.
Boom.
Get this. And we're gonna do some production fun. Well, actually, first let's get this. I have to pay $2 to get it, but let's import it. So first thing we will produce is here to produce 3 honey in the surrounding areas. I've got cherry blossom. I've got rosemary and circle boy. And I will also produce over here because the order I want needs 2 stars. So, yeah, see, Kurt's gonna get the other order on his turn, and there's nothing I can do to stop him. But actually, I can't sell any of my damn honey. Should I take an order? If Kurt's gonna get another order, then I'm not going to have the most orders. And if I don't have the most orders, then getting 14 points is worth a lot more. And in fact, I should have gotten a second order instead, because that's better. So I only produced in that spot, so that star is not there. Okay, so 2 orders. I'm taking
Sales. 2
2 sales. Oh yes, 2 sales. 2 circle boys at 7 each, which gives me a $14. And then we'll do 4. Star at
Tell me
6.
how you really feel.
And then 2 of these at 4 each. So that's 8. So put 2 ones back and take a 10. And that boy's made it to the bottom. Okay, Kurt, finish this.
Give me a second to decide if it would make your life worse if I didn't.
Interesting.
I don't think so. I'm sure you could manage something.
I've got 2 B's. That's a lot of B's.
Buzz.
Oh, I didn't take my $5. Or did I? We'll find out when we watch this video back.
No, we won't. I'm not gonna audit it. Well, maybe I will.
I might check.
Okay. Do I have any spots that... Oh, I do have one with a sale. Here's a question. Why are there 2 B's here?
Because I had 1 B when you placed there, and then I took back.
Oh, you have withdrawn still since I have not.
Yes.
Okay. But it would still need 3.
Yes.
Okay. So I actually can't get the production and the sales to happen in the same turn without a little magic.
$5, but that would suck.
I might do it though because I think it's important to end the game at this point, lest Kathleen get most orders, which would be gross and bad. Or at least time me for it, which would also be gross and bad in its own special way.
Could.
I will go over here, spend the 5 to get the wild, which is fine. I'll deploy it down here. The wild I'm using to reduce. I'm putting it in the only place that will get me the so-called Circle Boy honey. Which drops another one down there. That matters because it's worth a point at the end of the game. Finally, I do a market action. It is going to be this one, which is pretty nice. And then I actually also get to take a production action, which will only be useful for making a couple last honeys.
That's not bad. 2 points.
Over here. 2 points ain't bad.
Okay.
This concerns me though. What do you have, like 60,
I don't know.
70, 80 points
Something
over there?
like that.
Oh, more. Oh no. Oh no.
This interview. This is okay. So that concludes the end of the game. We will now count our points. Each of our leftover honeys and pollen are worth 1 point, so I'll trade mine in for 3 points. Then it's counting time for Kurt actually won both of these, so we'll give him those 40 points. So now we count.
Uh, 40 more points from my contracts. Oh shoot, pollen is worth a point as well.
And I will one day count 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100, 120, 125, 128.
I am at 100. Sorry, this is 100, 110, 115, 116, 117, 118.
Very close
Very close.
compared to last time. I don't know what a close game is in this, but seems closer. Alright, so that's it. That's the game. I like it. I think it's very cute and nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. If you liked it, maybe we'll do more.
We might.
We might not though, so
No one knows!
it's a mystery.
Thanks for watching.
Bye!
What is that?
It's the 10-second cleanup.